Sports. It's in the game.
PGA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From beautiful Pebble Beach, California, it's live second-round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Well, let's face it, Mother Nature's just showing off this week. Pebble Beach, one of the crown jewels of American sport in all its glory. As we look at the Friday leaderboard, we've got a tie at the top at 6 under par. Included among them is the golfer we'll be watching, as this should prove to be a compelling round of golf. And that is going to miss the fairway as his opening tee shot is in the rough.
It's okay, not ideal, but manageable from there.
So now with the ball below his feet, got to be careful this doesn't go right. Okay, not a bad lead. That's a good shot. This one moving left here for birdie. Yeah, that's good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And on the heels of yesterday's 66, he'll get it to 1 under par for his round today. Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
And this round starting off strong after the birdie at the first. This in the fairway at number 2. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
When you find yourself in the fairway on the second at Pebble, you have a great opportunity to take advantage of one of the easiest holes on the course.
But that one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Oh, yeah, it is a dream beginning to the round. A birdie at 1, now an eagle here at the second. How about 3 under through 2 holes? Just getting started. Onto the 397-yard par 4 third, where some players drive it over the trees on the left to cut the dogleg, while others play it more conventionally. This is a pretty hole, the third. 397 yards, just a gentle dogleg to the left. And you do have the option, if you're longer, maybe you just take it up over those trees and cut the dog leg, leaving yourself very short shot in. Or you can play it out to the right, have a little bit more in, but still certainly with a good chance at birdie. Oh no, lost that one dead right. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. We'll remind you that coming up next week, we move from the serenity of the Pacific Ocean here at Pebble Beach to a scene that will be anything but calm. That is the Waste Management Phoenix Open down at TPC Scottsdale. Frank, I always think different venues, sort of different soundtracks. Pebble is crashing waves with Argyle sweaters. The Waste Management Phoenix Open, it's like a nightclub in Prague at about 2 in the morning.
And I've been to Prague too, yeah. Except Prague doesn't have the 700,000 people. It's the greatest gate. Some say the greatest show on grass. It really is. That 16th hole, I'll tell you just one quick little story. Tom Watson, in his heyday with the late Bruce Edwards on the bag, it was the one hole he changed his routine. He'd get Bruce to go ahead to the tee, all those people around, and he'd just say, give me the club and hit it. That was the one time he broke tradition. It's absolute frenzy at Scottsdale.
Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And this will stay a one-shot lead. Frank, this is where it becomes really obvious where you are. You're at Pebble Beach. There's the Pacific Ocean, and this begins that magnificent 7-hole stretch right along the ocean. A fun hole, not long, 331 yards up the hill. We're at the fourth.
Yeah, and each one of those 7 holes that you referred to, Rich, there's a common theme, which is don't look right. Because that's pretty much the ocean the whole way around. And this one here, that decision has to be made. 330 to the front of the green. If there's a hint of a breeze, you could try and drive it. Otherwise, really, you've got to worry about that pot bunker. It's between 230 and 250 yards. But as I first said, do not go right.
Got to be thinking about making this one from just off the edge of the green. This for eagle. Not a long putt, but a side hiller for birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par. Here we are at the first par 3 at Pebble Beach. It's the 189-yard fifth. This was redesigned late last century by the great Jack Nicklaus, who has so much rich history here at Pebble Beach. So a wayward tee shot and down to Noda.
Ball sitting in the right front bunker. Not the most difficult bunker here at Pebble Beach, but certainly have some options.
Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the fifth, and the lead's going to remain 2. Well, now Pebble Beach begins to really open up with some of the most famous holes in the world. We'll begin with a 498-yard par 5 sixth. Pacific Ocean on the right and a row of bunkers on the left. Treacherous is a word that comes to mind. Well, this is left all the way. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there.
Second shot from the rough at the par 5 sixth hole. You cannot help but think about what Tiger Woods did here in 2000 on his way to winning the U.S. Open. It was one of the greatest shots in the history of the sport. 7-iron from about 200 yards, thick rough. He just lashed at it, muscled it up the hill. And Roger Maltby, the announcer, said, it's just not a fair fight. He was right.
Just a gorgeous shot. This has been a clinic today.
Okay, well done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th. And he'll move to 11 under par.
Frank, the 7th tee is almost spiritual. You just want to hit a little baby wedge that kisses the clouds and drops softly on that green. Then you want to stare out at the Pacific with a whole lot of gratitude.
Yeah, when I first played it, Rich, I couldn't help but be sort of in love with the beauty of the surrounds. Plus, I couldn't believe how short the hole was. And I thought, well, this is sort of, you could almost throw it on the screen. And then I played it on a windy day.
Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green. Now this for another birdie.
Really not a whole lot to this. He's going to get a little help from the slope. Other than that, just slightly to the right.
Now a 7-footer.
Nah, got it out there too far. It was trying to come back, but couldn't get there. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And with it, the lead is back down to 1. Now to one of the most picturesque par 4s in the world, the 8th hole here at Pebble Beach. Jack Nicklaus, who won the U.S. Open here, called it simply the greatest second shot to a par 4 anywhere in the world. Oh, this is tugged way left.
Bogey at the last and found the rough here. It's going to be a little bit of a shock on the momentum because it's going in the wrong direction. And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%. That's right, 10%.
Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and this will remain a one-shot advantage.
Frank, as you know, depending on the time of year, you could see gray whales out on Carmel Bay, sea otters feeding on abalone, sea lions sunbathing on the rocks, or you could see none of it because this 9th hole absolutely demands your full attention.
Well, there's a different sort of mammal trying to play this hole. That first bunker on the left side, that shouldn't be in play, But this hole tilts so much from left to right, I think it sort of funnels you towards the sea otters and the whales.
It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
113. Pin is on the front left part of the green. This is the sand wedge. Has gotten a lot of this one, and it's going to be just a fraction long.
Well, it's a little past the flag, but with the hole cut in the front third today, no surprise.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Nope. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And that will be a sizzling 31 on the front side, 4 under par. Hope you're enjoying this little stroll along Carmel Bay, and the golf is as good as the view. This 10th hole is 444 yards. I would tell you that it is the widest fairway at Pebble Beach. It is, but it doesn't feel that way because of the way it slopes left to right. And if you're not careful, this one can get away from you and head toward that Pacific. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. A nice round number here, an even 100 yards coming up for his second.
That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Surprised he's not taking driver out for this one. Is a long ways away, though it is for birdie. Yeah, you really got to put a charge into it up that slope, and that is fairly well done. So that in for par to start this backside. And he's going to remain at 10 under.
Well, this is where Pebble Beach changes significantly. We're going away from the Pacific Ocean now, up the hill toward the forest. Frank, what do you think of the 11th hole?
It's tricky, Rich. Number one, because it's blind, as you've detailed, but uphill and it's sea level, so that tee shot's not going to go that far. There is a run out down that left side, just inside the tree line there. That's about 308 yards, but you're not going to go that far. So really, you have to respect this hole. Just hit a fairway finder. Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay.
So now from just into that first cut, he'll ready his approach to this par 4. Good soft hands. That is nicely done. A 6-footer now for birdie. Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And he's opened up a 2-shot lead here in round 2. And now we arrive at the 202-yard par 3 12th. Best to work the ball right to left, landing as softly as possible on one of the firmest greens at Pebble Beach. Okay, just outside of 10 feet and a birdie chance here at number 12. Chance now for another birdie. Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll stay at 11 under par. Here we are, Pebble's 13th 401-yard par 4 that some consider a bit of a breather on the course. Birdie is definitely a possibility here. The 13th here at Pebble Beach is sort of a forgotten hole. It's only 401 yards of par 4, but I promise you'll remember it if you make a birdie here, and you'll have a good chance if you put it in the correct position off the tee. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. A pretty ideal wedge distance here, 95 yards for his second. With all the elements of his game have been in sync today, a terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he'll remain right where he is.
Frank, the 14th hole, par 5, it is one of the most difficult par 5s in championship golf, isn't it?
It certainly is, Rich. Not just because of the length of the hole, 570 plus yards, but reachable only really by the longest hitters in the right conditions. But it's the third shot. I've got to rank the third shot as probably the hardest short wedge shot, right up there with the 15th hole at Augusta.
This one turning left a bit off the tee. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Safely back into the fairway. That was the job at hand, and it's a good end result.
Inexcusable.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is. Next up, the 393-yard par 4 15. Tee shot in the fairway gives the players an excellent shot at birdie, but be careful losing it right onto that 17-mile drive. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Good chance to get one in close from here. This, his second. Now this for another birdie. The pace absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And that is going to push him into the lead here on this Friday.
This is a really pretty hole, the par 4 16th. What's the right line here, Frank?
Well, if you want to pick out something in the horizon there, if you look closely down there, the tallest tree in the distance, that's sort of right bang in the middle of the fairway. You will not see your tee shot land and you won't see it run out, but that's the line.
And now problems there for our leader. That ball into the very thick stuff here off the tee. The lie is not a friendly one, but still a chance to get on in two with a good shot here. Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. This will move to his right for birdie. This round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And he'll move to 13 under par for the tournament. If you stop for just a moment, it can really hit you where you are and what's happened here. This 17th hole at Pebble Beach, the par 3. Jack with a 1-iron that hit the flagstick in 1972 on his way to winning the U.S. Open Championship. And then a decade later, Tom Watson from just long of the green, chipping in for a birdie to beat Jack Nicklaus. Yeah, history made here at the 17th hole. Some green to work with as he'll try and lift this one out. That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. It'll hold tight at -13. Well, you're not just playing the 18th hole at Pebble Beach, are you? You're taking a moment to soak it all in. Stand on that tee box, look out at the Pacific Ocean, think about what's happened here, who's played this hole, who's made history here, and then you let it rip. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5. What a good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. That may be a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
This one's tracking on a very good line. Look out. Oh, hello. What a putt there for eagle to wrap things up. And that is going to be a superb second round score of 63. Wow. One final look at our leaderboard, and it shows our featured golfer clear by 3 at the midway point of this tournament.
No doubt they're in the driving seat, but 36 holes left remaining, so mistakes are still in front. They have to be avoided.
So for Frank Nobilo, Notable Gay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.